Hello and welcome to episode number 6 of Let's Create Games. In this episode we will find out how we draw to the browser window and how we use libraries like CreateJS. To draw something into a browser, we need a canvas element. And usually you want to give it an ID to address it later on with get element by ID. So let's call this thing my canvas, and let's give it a width and a height too. I don't want to make it too large so that it fits into my browser window here. And if I do that and hit run, then we don't see anything because there's a white rectangle in another white rectangle. So let's give it a border. This should be done with my canvas. Border 1 pixel. Solid. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's not my canvas, it's canvas. Okay. Here we go. So if we were to change the color of the canvas itself, we could do something like background color as we did before. And we don't need those 6-digit color codes. We can also use 3-digit color codes, or as always, we can use a certain name type, which is usually the colors as you call them: gray, blue, yellow, and so on. So let's keep this white. And to address this, I dare to copy. We need the get document element by ID, and my point is that you need various commands like these to get the context of the canvas, to get the fill style, and to fill the rectangle, or to add a filled rectangle, which happens to be blue also. So let's take yellow. So this gets lengthy, and this is not considered beautiful code. So a lot of people went ahead and said, okay, we can do this in a more simple, more concise way, and that's where libraries come in. Libraries are piles of JavaScript code created to make certain things easier. So of course there are several libraries dealing with user interfaces, with graphics, and with fonts and so on. We of course look at game libraries, and the one that one of the game libraries we want to look at, and especially the first one, is called CreateJS, and it's actually a bunch of libraries together, and this one has been there for a long time, and we want to use this to make our first steps into the gaming world. So one of the things why I consider JS Fiddle better than the rest is because it has a huge number of libraries that are already included. So you can usually you would go ahead and download CreateJS, and comes with a ton of files, all doing very good things. You don't need to do that if you are in JS Fiddle, because the good folks at JS Fiddle already included the CreateJS library for us, and the only thing we need to do is to find it. Here we go, and use it. So how do we use CreateJS? So to create graphics in CreateJS, first we get rid of the code that we don't need anymore under here. Then we still do need the canvas element, and we want to have the style over here so that we can see the white canvas on the white background. We also want to make sure that the CreateJS library is included. So instead of boring you to death by watching me type, I'm going to copy and paste the example into the JavaScript block and explain it line by line. So it's important to know that you have this CreateJS library that holds several things called classes that try to make life easier for the developer by providing methods, functions to give you a tool set for creating things in your game or in your browser. So at first, we need a stage, and this stage is connected to the canvas with the ID myCanvas. Second, there is a class called graphics, which holds all needed methods to create basic geometric objects like circles, rectangles, stars, and so on. So we create a new graphics object with begin fill of this color, which is the filling color, and we tell it to draw a circle at 70, XY coordinates with a diameter of 60. Then we need to create a shape, add this shape to the stage, and update the stage so that we can see anything. So let's run this. And we see we have a red circle. So let's add another geometric object. First of all, I forgot a semicolon over here, but that's not bad in terms of browsers are very forgiving. But let's copy and paste this line, create a new object called R, and we need to know, of course, there is a method called drawRect, which needs 4 values, which is the XY coordinates, let's say 10 and 10, and the width and height, let's say 50-50. Then, of course, we need another shape. And let's add this second shape to the stage. And let's run this. And we see we have something over there. So to make it more visible, we change the color to yellow in a more readable format. And run this again. And you can see that the yellow rectangle is in front of the red circle. This is because we added after the red circle. If we exchange the order over here, then this is the other way around. Okay. If you want to move it a little bit, of course, we can simply change the coordinates to something else and maybe make it a little bit bigger. So now we do know how we use a library and how we draw things with CreateJS. Next stops will be animation and user events. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.